This 15-minute yoga flow brought to you by WISP is designed to ease low back pain and stomach cramps. You don't need anything for this practice. It's just you, your mat, your breath, your mind. Before we get into today's video, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, WISP. WISP is digitalized sexual health care. Makes it accessible, it's cost effective, it's way more affordable than any of the other health insurance that I've worked with. So big thank you to the sponsors, WISP. If you'd like more information, all of their links are below. You can even get a free trial to sample yourself. WISP, risk-free. And when you're ready, go ahead and find all fours on the mat. Shoulders will stack over the wrists, hips are over your knees. And we'll start to make counterclockwise circles. So we open up the wrists. Start to incorporate some side bendies. So like a little puppy looking over to the right, find your tail, and look over to the left, find your tail. So you're really exaggerating this with the breath, opening up the ribs, the sides of the waist. It's going to feel particularly good if you've been sitting for long hours as well. Don't forget to incorporate your breath as well. So you're inhaling and exhaling as you move. Because then we take this into some cat-cows. Go ahead and arch the spine, shoulder blades draw together. And on the exhale, press down through the palms, around the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, finding that back bend. Open up the throat here. And then exhale, press, rounding the spine, chin to chest. And keep moving like this with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, looking forward or up. And exhale, pressing round the spine. Maybe we start to find a little more exaggeration here. Maybe moving forward and back. And send the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. Inhale, ripple forward, tabletop. Exhale, press down through the palms, send it back, child's pose. Gliding with the breath, inhale, shifting forward. And exhale, send those hips on back. Inhale, shifting forward, leading with the upper back. And exhale, pressing down through the palms and the hips back. Inhale, rising forward. Tuck the toes under. Back in tabletop position. You're going to lift the left arm to the sky. We're twisting, so weave the left arm underneath, and you'll ease onto your left shoulder. I like to tent the right fingertips here as a little added press. You'll find with each exhale to wring the spine out just a touch more. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Repeating and cleansing. And back to center, switch sides when you're ready. Right arm now weaves through. So here you can see tenting the fingertips. Importance of keeping the hips over the knees and a lengthen the breath. That's where you're going to find the juice twisting out the spine, especially your low back. And you'll come back to center. Press down through the palms and take it back, downward facing dog. Your first one, bending the knees as you pedal out. Move a little side to side with the hips. You find the extension in the spine, a nice opening in the upper back. Feel free to play here. It's your downward facing dog, so let it be what your expression of it is. It doesn't have to look like mine. You can have the knees bent. Try and keep the spine straight though. Play with the toes. Look back at the feet. See and feel what your body is experiencing and responding to. You're going to step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down to the mat. We're in a low lunge. I'm a fan of wiggles, so maybe move a little side to side. We're opening up into the front left hip here. So take your hands to the top of your right knee. Allow the hips to sink down to the earth. Extend the arms up overhead. Maybe the palms come together, the hands can be apart. This is a back bend as well, so think in the upper back lifting, opening up the chest. Maybe some side bending to the right side. And you lower the hands down towards the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to a plank. And you lower all the way with ease down towards the mat. Untuck those toes. Inhale, lift on up, Cobra Pose. So the hips are still grounded. And then lower back down, exhale. Repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale, low. Find the grounding in the palms. Inhale. And exhale, lower back down. Tuck those toes under. And lift your way up and back, downward facing dog. Same thing other side, step the left foot through, low lunge. And first find your grounding, maybe lift that back knee. As you work the arms up overhead, easing out tension. Each breath passing. Maybe that side bend to the left this time. Back to center. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hands down towards the mat. This time, lifting your left leg high, three-legged dog. I love this feeling, opening up into the front left hip, your psoas, responding to the breath, maybe some toe wiggles. And you bring that left foot forward, Pigeon Pose. So see that there's no pain in the knee. And maybe your left foot comes closer towards your right hip. Your foot does not have to be flexed. It can also be pointed. Find the back bend first in your pigeon. So elevate up through the chest. Heart opening, shoulder blades draw together. And incorporate a little neck stretch. The option to lower to your forearms. Do what feels best, what feels good. What's the most responsive? And that's the beauty in the yoga practice, is bringing ease to your body, but also learning what your body has to say. You become more intuitive, more responsive, more self-aware. How we respond to movement, how we respond to breath. Take your time as you come on back up. You're in that downward facing dog again. And inhale, just shift forward to a plank position. And exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Do the same thing on the other side. So you lift the right leg high this time, three-legged dog. First opening up into the hip. And making circles with the ankle like you did on the other side. And when you're ready, feels right, come into Pigeon Pose on the right side. So again, maybe the foot is flexed, your shin is forward, perhaps the foot is closer towards your left hip. I really want you to think in, how is this a back bend? Where do I feel this in my upper back opening? Can the shoulders drop down away from the ears? Can I keep this length in my spine? And does this feel right as I lower onto my forearms? Where do I feel the greatest opening in my outer right hip? Breathing. And coming back up. And coming into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, knees come out to the side. Now the trick here is not to fold all the way, but it's really to keep length in the spine as you open up into the inner hips. So maybe the guidance of your hands to your inner thighs can feel good. I like to find a little side bending opening. softness of breath, easing on in. And it's the ease, less of the force, that gets us further. It's a little similar. Let the legs extend wide. Maybe you have a bend in the knees. We're going to side bend to the right. So you drop the right forearm to the mat, left arm lifts up overhead. And think of your shoulders stacking here. And so it's not a forward fold, it's a full side bend. Try and keep that left hip bone, sit bone down towards the mat. And when you're ready, switch sides. It's going to be your left forearm down, right arm extending up and over your right ear. Inhale, come on back to center. The legs will extend out in front of you. You're going to do a twist. So you draw that right knee in. You can cross the right ankle over your left knee. And then twisting to the right. Find extension in the spine, inhaling. And on the exhale, you're twisting. Repeat. Come on back to center. Maybe a counter twist in there. And take the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Janu Shirshasana, extension through the spine, and on the exhale, folding over your left leg. Rise on up. Simple switch to the other side. Bring that left ankle over your right knee, and then twist to the left. Deep breath in. And exhale, twist. Counter twist to the right. And back to center. Sole the left foot inside right thigh, long spine, inhale. And on the exhale, fold. Come on back up. Both legs extend out in front of you now. And then a long spine here without rounding. And there's no bonus points for touching your chest to your thighs, I promise. Nothing magic happens. There is magic when you find your breath and you accept where you are. Inhale, rise back up. We're going to lower all the way onto the back. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Do a few circles. And come into a happy baby pose. The knees draw towards your armpits. All right, your feet are flexed. And grab those big toes. Little rock side to side. Massage out your kidneys and your back. And go ahead and extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Little ankle circles. Whichever direction feels intuitive. Let's take a spinal twist. Hug the right knee into your chest. Get the right arm extends to the right side. And as your right knee drops to the left, gaze to the ceiling or over towards your right fingertips. And simply switching sides. Left knee hugs in. Inhale. And exhale, twisting. Come back to center. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together, knees out to the side. You can take your hands to the inner thighs as a gentle guidance of weight. For another option, you can also take your hands and palms towards your low belly, space right between the navel and just below in your pubic bone. Let the energy of your hands, your palms, bring ease to your stomach. A connection, constant connection. own time. Hug the knees back into your chest. You can stay here as long as you like on your back or make your way on up to a seated position.